The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
So if you're going to play charades at home, make sure you grab him, because for a running back, he sure did a pretty good wide receiver impression there. Going to line up in the slot to the left side. And a lot of times, as we well know, running back routes aren't as crisp as wide receiver routes, but this one, more than adequate for that play.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ridder with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
The Panthers at 6-3 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Young on 3rd and 2. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down.
43 rail. Pause red. Yield blue. Set.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And complete to Drake London.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the double.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep.
Ready.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Robinson. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line.
10 seconds.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Younghoe Koo, the kickoff for Atlanta.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and it rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Ultra. Go ultra.
An option handoff given to Sanders. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup. And 7 at the 12-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Okay, ready?
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Ready.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Red, cycle. White.
To throw, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Laviska Shenault from 3 yards out. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Open man, there is Patterson, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one is incomplete.
A very limited time left to get in the field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Okay,
so it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Set, ready. Moving striker.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw again. Being chased. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
Just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Second down, back to Sanders.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Young off the play fake. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now this time he'll look to throw.
Targeting puts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
It's a second down run with Sanders. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime, 6 defensive backs. Here's Young from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 11. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Ready, ready.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 2nd and 5. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
3rd down, here's Patterson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he's got it down to the 28. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Back to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And some room to work. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 72 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Panthers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing, Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 67 yards.
Black Ultra. Red Cycle.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
A give left side to Robinson.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
And this likely a must-have, third and goal.
38. White. Roster, 6. You, yellow.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Red, yellow.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Okay, break. Green attack.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson from 8 yards out.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Hey, Jack Mega. Ultra.
They run with Sanders off the option.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
95 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Steal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on second and 13, Young.
That's going to be caught. It's Shenault.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And so as Sanders has it poked free. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. So that's about it. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Young to throw it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, Panthers. Rashad Bateman, 39 yards. And the Panthers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And Young's throw there incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The tackle made back in his own 49.
Ready.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and then get anywhere close to the 1st down.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So this one is over.